Hey everybody, welcome back to the Desk of Interesting Things. We're back again with another unboxing. More in the line of kids tech as it evolves. This time, something new, something different, something a little bit interesting. This is the Camera 50 from MyFirst. Now, if you've been watching some of our videos over the past month or so, you know that we talked to a number of companies while we were at CES. MyFirst was one of the ones that we kind of go to every year to see what's new with them. And this is something new. Now, this is an AI camera for kids. Now, I know that is scary when you say AI because AI tends to ruin a lot of things. I agree, it does tend to ruin a lot of things. But it also helps in a lot of ways, especially editing and especially other sectors and research. AI has kind of done a lot in terms of assisting you when it's not taking over or being something that it shouldn't be, right? Like ChatGPT sort of stuff. This is an AI camera for kids from MyFirst, and it does so by assisting with the camera features, and we'll kind of go into it a little bit. So let's look at the packaging here. AI curates and crafts music clips. So the AI is going to do a number of things. Not only is it going to assist in the photo itself, it's going to help craft photos with AI tools and lets you draw and add filters and sort of things, but it also can curate a bunch of things for snapshots and stuff to turn into little music video things. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun, especially if you're a kid. But what else is going on here with the Camera 51? Secure vlog diary. Okay, so you can film some content on this and use it as your personal little vlog diary. Okay, MP3, MP4 music player and video player. So you can upload some content there. And it's got an integrated selfie light. This is one of the things that kind of sold us on this camera. If you've noticed, for a lot of kids tech, especially camera stuff, you can see it places like Five Below and Target and Amazon and kids retailers and stuff like that. They're pretty cheaply made. And the quality of the photos kind of stink, but a lot of it has to do with the lighting, right? Even with a really low pixel camera like we used to have in the mid 2000s, if you had good lighting, it could help a lot, right, with the photo. And if you can see here, it's got an integrated selfie light right above the camera that really does help you get some pretty good photos for what this device is without a lot of work. And you can adjust this to different levels and stuff. So that's a really cool feature that it's built in and that's included. Okay, safe social circle. We talked about that if you watched our other unboxing, that MyFirst kind of has this closed ecosystem. So you can secure vlog, right? But you can't just willy-nilly throw it out to, say, YouTube or to TikTok or something like that that kind of isn't monitored. Parents and friends in your circle that are approved can get that sort of stuff. And of course, you can save it for later as well. So that's some of the stuff that this little camera does. See a bunch of stuff on the back. So let's see some specs here. MyFirst Circle. What does this say? Snap, connect, and share. Safely upload and share cherished moments from my MyFirst camera to the MyFirst Circle ecosystem. That's what we're talking about. So when you do this, you're not kind of sending it out into the wild and allowing people that probably shouldn't be looking at kid stuff on YouTube and other places. You can have control over that. So you can send, say, their friends, their family, other people approved, and they can vlog to them. So I think that's a really good feature to kind of keep a better eye on your kids and kind of keep a closed system. We really like that that's included. So what are we getting here in terms of camera? This itself is a 20 megapixel camera. Oh, this is a 20 megapixel camera right here. It's got dual lens and it has a toolbox that allows you to play with your photos. 20 megapixels is cool. That's a lot. And we'll check what this front-facing one is. As you can see here, this is Garlic, the fuzzy cat. I don't remember if we introduced the other two. Kitty was the one that's been here for a couple of years. These are his stepbrothers that we also found in the backyard and rescued. This is Garlic here. He's very fuzzy. And you might be able to hear his brother Chives chomping back there. Chives actually miraculously fell off the roof into my hands. So that was an Easter miracle last year. I heard a cat crying, couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Looked up, and saw this little baby, probably a day or two old, rolling off the tile, off the roof, right down to the concrete, into my hands, thankfully, and now he's a part of the family. So now we have 3 cats. So if you do want to support this channel, that'll help us take care of these kiddos here at the house. So let's open up the Camera 50 and let's see what's going on, and we'll talk a little bit about the details of this. Hard to open anything like this through a viewfinder. Boy, they don't tell you how hard that is in other videos. So this camera itself is $129.99. It comes in 2 varieties, the blue and a purple. This is the blue. And let's open it up. Ooh, we got stuff in here, and we've got the camera here. So the prerequisite stuff from MyFirst, you got your fun stickers that you can put on anything. You've got your emoji stickers, and you've got this belongs to me stickers that you can put on anything. Here's the instruction manual. We got a quick start guide and a couple extra things, FCC compliance and all that stuff. So we'll take a look at that a little bit. And let's see what's in this box. I assume this is the accessories. So what accessories do we get? We get a couple of things. We get a lanyard, good strong one. Get a charging cable, USB-C, as you can tell, purple there. That's cool. And we get a big lanyard that you can adjust and keep this, whether it's on your arm or on your neck. Cool. So we'll put this stuff off here to the side. Take a look at the camera itself. Now, this camera is small. Really, really sleek design. We actually enjoy this quite a bit, and you'll kind of get an idea of it. So this is the camera. That's all that it is. It's very slim, very sleek. Look at that, about the width of a human finger. Big screen on the back, and you can see the integrated light around here. Couple features. You got an SD card slot, micro SD card slot here, charging port there. That's for your lanyard. You got a couple buttons up top. You've got a hole here, which we're going to probably guess is microphone if you're going to do some vlogging. This is the camera button itself. It's got a little camera feature, just like an old-fashioned camera. Very cool. Got a couple of buttons here. 2 of them, maybe volume up, down. We'll find out in a second. And on the front here is the Camera 50. Here's the design for the thumbnail. Camera 50 from MyFirst. Got a kind of this raised area here. The lens itself is a little bit below the rim of this, which is nice. And you've got a rubber nub here. So if you do keep it down, right, it's not shaking around and it's not going to angle to damage that lens. Okay, cool. So let's talk about this. Couple of things. This is a very user-friendly design, what they claim. Now it's got an AI editor, so that's what the AI is really here for. It's not doing anything special, right? It's assisting in photo and curation to kind of help the little kid that's kind of new to photos and stuff, and maybe kind of give them a little direction and help them out to make better shots and all that stuff. Child safety circle, right? The My Circle that we've talked about, so they can't share this to whoever out there, only what you choose. Pin code protected video diary. So if they want to make their own video selfie diaries, right, and talk to the camera and tell them about their day, but maybe they don't want to let mom and dad know everything that they're doing, they can have a personal pin code protected video diary that stays exclusive to this, right? So it isn't shared either. So that's protection for them, so it doesn't get out into the wild, but also protected for mom and dad sometimes. You don't want them to know every little single thing. So that's a neat feature. Again, we talked about the integrated safety light. We'll look at that. It's got a physical shutter button. Probably our favorite thing, aside from this light, is just the idea of having an actual click, click. You can kind of hear it. Shutter button there. Now, for video recording, this is 20 megapixels. This will handle 1080p video recording. The rear lens here is 20 megapixels. Now, the selfie lens here, you could probably guess on cheap devices and kids' cameras, you're looking at 2 to 5 megapixels, right? Which even with 5, you can kind of get away with some stuff. This is actually 16 megapixel selfie lens. With the assist of this light, you're going to be able to get some pretty nice photos. Included here is 1 gigabyte of RAM to help with the AI and the editing features. It's got 16 gigabytes of storage, and you can load expandable down here up to 128 gigabytes. Now, this is super light. This is light in the hands, would go great. It's got a rubberized exterior, so you can kind of put it on your lanyard and bump it around. It's It's got a little protector here that you can peel off, but you probably do want to get one here for the back, and you can get one for the front. Just go to your local Dollar Tree and get a screen protector, and you can kind of cut one off. Do a pretty good job about that. Okay, so this is the Camera 50. So they say it's designed for ages 5 to 12, and it allows them, children, to play with things. Now, you can do a bunch of things with the AI editing in there. You can record voiceovers after the fact. You can do a lot of editing things that are more advanced things that you can do that you wouldn't be able to do on a regular camera. We'll try to see if we can go over a little bit of that. You can share them directly to the MyFirst circle. So brother, sister, friends, family can all see it. You can record audio. Again, we talked about the pin where you can kind of save things and have a video journal. It's just a way for a child to kind of express themselves and express themselves safely, right? And it's really nice. So let's see if we can turn this on. So as I drop it, of course, we'll figure out. So this is the shutter button. Is this going to be our on button as well? I don't think so. So we'll keep that as a shutter button. So it's going to be one of these, probably this big fat one. So let's try this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Here's MyFirst. Okay, so it's going to load up. We know it's running Android. So what's the battery capacity of this? This, believe, if I remember correctly, is about 2,000 milliamp batteries on this. It is, I believe, running on Android through the MyFirst Cam OS software. We talked about video rate. So 1080p is what it can handle. It can do 30 FPS recording. So here it is waking up. Hello. MyFirst Dino, one of their little mascots, pops up. So we can select the language. We will select none of these. We'll select English. Again, touch screen as well. We're going to skip for now. And we will skip the date and time because we just kind of want to check it. So we'll set a camera name for this. You can see the Android sort of thing. And we'll just say camera, my big fat hands, camera, and we'll do 50. Clearly this is designed for a child's hand. And we'll go. Now, you can link your camera to the MyFirst app so they can share. You don't have to be online to use this, but you're going to lose a lot of those social elements if you're not hooked up to Wi-Fi. So we'll skip this for now, and we'll just jump in. So once you jump in, it's going to tell you a little bit about the device itself to give you kind of a helpful guide. This is, let's see if I can get this in camera. Not too bad. So this is the shutter button right here. Got it. And it tells us what's going on. So we can see my desk here. See my wall mirror over there. And if you touch it, you get that traditional camera kind of zoom in and focusing, which is actually really cool. So what can we take a photo of? Let's see. We've got a PlayStation 4 controller just sitting there. And if we go through the camera here, we can tap on it to focus, click on it, and there's our photo, and it comes off. Then we can go to our photos, and of course it'll tell us, swipe down to access the camera control center, your gallery, my diary, keep your personal photos and memories safe here. So that's that feature. Create. You can do post videos from your gallery or use the templates and have AI help you. Okay. Music is over here. My circle feed. So you can use this to explore social media of your friends and family. Next. Okay, so let's look at the quality of this. There we go. That's okay. It's not too bad. So what features do we have? You can hit this drawing tool up here. And now we can do some basic editing. We can draw over it. Okay, oh, and I still have this plastic thing, so it's not super great. We got a bunch of stickers that we can select through. We'll put good vibes. Look at that. Now we're Instagram ready. Okay, good vibes. Let's put a filter on. We'll put cross process. There we go. We'll make it look real old. How about documentary footage? Blue tone. Well, we'll fisheye that. Oh man, we are an artist. We can flip, we can rotate, we can crop. Done. And so the image is saved. But the original's still there. Let's see. So we have access to the original and the new one. Okay. So you can kind of see 1x 2x, and 3. Whoa, we can get really close in there. Look at that. That's actually kind of impressive. Now, you can do the selfie light. You're going to see my ring light there, okay? And you can access the light that way by touching this little circle button. Oops, as I bang things around. The little circle button that we didn't know what it was, that's actually the light button. So it's going to trigger 1, medium, and high. So you can see how bright that actually is in terms of the quality that you're going to get. So that's actually very nice. So let's, let me go. Let's take a selfie of the joystick. There we go. So how did that look? Go back to normal. We'll go over here. And then we'll turn this down, off. And so here's the image, which isn't great through the viewfinder, but that's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. Okay, so we'll go back. Of course, you can do music, recent songs. You can add your own. This is to the buy in the MyFirst if you're using that. We don't have that set up, so we won't go over there. This is our journal, right, which you can lock down. And these are our photos. So we have a gallery of photos. Let's actually, we'll take a couple more, right? So let's do a couple angles of, God, I love that camera sound. That is just nice. We'll go backwards. Lock it in. There we go. Good. Gorgeous. Oh, that's what we like. Gorgeous. Okay, so we got a couple of photos of this controller. So we'll go back to our gallery hub and this one would allow you to create once you're set up, and it's going to do some AI work to probably put these together. So that's a cool idea. So we might not get a chance to see that because I don't want to have to go and bind that yet unless I'm doing a full review. So this is the basics on this. I think this is a fun device. I think this is well built. I think this is sturdy. Knock, knock. I think it's well designed. I like this notch here so you have less of a chance to scratch the camera. It's always going to go flat. The buttons are clear, well designed, and differently shaped. Easy for a child to understand, right? Camera shutter. This will also help with their skills in a real camera setting down the road somewhere. This little one being for the light is nice. Totally different than, say, the power button. Touchscreen controls, right? 20 megapixel camera, I think is pretty good. Right? Not bad at all. I mean, the light is okay here, but not bad. Editing features, and then, of course, the MyFirst circle. And adding on to that allows you to do a whole bunch of new things. So this is the MyFirst Camera 50, $129.99 from MyFirst. We think this is a pretty cool product. If you have a child who you think is serious about taking photos, maybe vlogging, having a personal video journal, I think that's a really cool feature of something like this, to give them the safety of a device like this while still being able to have that freedom to do stuff is great, as opposed to just giving them an old phone, right? I know a lot of people that would just simply get an old Android, maybe a old Samsung or an old Pixel or something to give to their kids. Well, that's a cool idea. There's a lot of dangers that go along with that, right? Having an open platform and being able to download things and having no real control over that. So if you want a little bit of safety, security, the kids can still have a lot of fun, learn a little bit, play with their AI, have a video journal and stuff for themselves. I think this is cool. I think this is an interesting product and something you may want to check out for yourself with those AI features to make videos and to shoot their little cameras and have some fun out. And you can kind of drop this and bump it around and have some fun with this. I think they could make some cool videos with this and then maybe, you know, become little YouTubers down the line. But learning is the first step, right? You pick your moments, use the AI here to kind of set the mood and the vibe. The AI kind of helps with it, and then boom, you're good to go. So if you want to have some fun, this is it. The Camera 50 from MyFirst. There will be a link in the description below if you want to check one of these out from their website. Or you can just head over to Amazon and look for it. We don't get any commissions from that. We don't have any affiliate links. Nothing comes back to us from MyFirst. They didn't pay for any of this. They didn't even get to see this video when it goes up. it'll be up for probably even days before I mention it to them, or even if I mention it to them. This is totally independent for us, so go ahead. But if you do want to support us, the best thing you can do is just like, comment, and subscribe. That's it. We do a lot of tech unboxing overviews. If you want to see an in-depth review of this, if you want to see a bunch of quality shots, let us know in the comments below. We'll come back and do a review of this camera, this unit, so you can get a better idea over on the website gambitmag.com. Head over there if you want to see. Maybe we already have a review up, and you can check that out yourself. But if you want to help the channel grow, like, comment, and subscribe. That's it. It's free. It's easy. It helps us and allows us to bring more content to you about all sorts of cool and interesting pieces of tech, continuing to save retro games, all sorts of fun stuff on this channel. So have yourself a fantastic day, and until next time, we'll see you guys in the next video.